Week number 5, lecture number 1.
Hello everyone.
Hello everyone.
In this week number 5, the main theme, or you can say the main topic we are going to discuss is stress and burnout management in palliative care.
I like to add few things. Whenever we talk about stress, we think, oh my god, stress. But let me remind you, stress is of two types. One is positive stress, another is negative stress. Positive stress is called eustress and negative stress is called distress. Distress is bad. Eustress is required. Now we are undergoing eustress because in 4 days we have to record so many lectures. Not we, even you people also. Since morning till evening, all camera people, they are standing and recording the lecture. But this stress is positive because if we do not undergo this stress, then again we cannot produce anything. No lessons can be produced. Like games, if you want to win a particular game, you have to carry out lots of practice. If you want to pass a particular examination, class 10 or class 12, again, eustress is required. Certain stress you have to take. So, dear friends, stress is an important thing to step up for success in your life, in your work life, in your family. You have to undergo certain positive stress, that is called eustress.
The first lecture in this week is what is stress and what is burnout. यशवंत जी आप बताएंगे?
Yeah, stress is something, you see, when do you feel stress? When there are certain situations and you fail to adopt, then you start stressing around. You have to get up early in the morning for about a week and which you can't do it, you feel stressful. So what is required? Stress is basically between demands and resources. There can be psychological stress. You have got a family of 5 children and with your meager pay scale, it is difficult to give their educational fees, clothes, food, etc. So that is the financial stress. A family of 5, so total 7 members in a family, whereas your pay is just about rupees 10,000 or 15,000 rupees. No further resources, no additional resources. So what do you do? So that brings the stress. Stress means there are certain conditions, there are certain demands from life in general which cannot be met with the resources available. And burnout, when it is a prolonged stress, when the stress gets prolonged for few months, 1 year, couple of years, and nothing can be done about it, then it becomes burnt out. Physically, mentally and emotionally. And then it is difficult to come back from that particular situation of burnout.
So in lecture number 2, there are some tips to manage stress and how you will overcome the burnout and you carry on with your professional life.
I'll tell you, tips are very simple. Drop the burden. Whatever burden you are, most of the time we are carrying burdens on our head that, oh my god, this hasn't been done, this I have to do, this I have to do. We do not delegate our responsibility. We do not take the support of our family members, friends and other colleagues. Drop the burden what you are carrying on your head unnecessarily. What do when you travel with a suitcase, when you are traveling in the train, what do? Initially, before boarding the train, you carry the suitcase in your head. But when you sit down in your compartment, then what do? You keep the suitcase in your head or in your hand? No, you will not. You will put it down below. That stress is gone. So, the thing is, drop your burden. If possible, you will feel stress-free. Then smile. Most of the time we do not smile. Children smile a lot and they are happy. Have you ever seen any child being stressful even if they cry or something? It is just for few minutes and not more than that. Then enjoy the nature. We are so stressed with our works. Initially started with 8 hours, then 10 hours, 12 hours. We work a day, we do not enjoy the nature. संध्या कब होती है, सूर्योदय कब होता है, बारिश कब आती है. We have just forgotten about this sunrise, sunset, seasons coming and going. Be with the nature, then automatically you'll be able to manage stress. 3 tips, you can do it anytime, you don't have to spend any money for this.
Another lecture is on burnout, especially for healthcare professionals. Whether he is a doctor, nurse, paramedic staff, social worker, volunteer, psychologist, or anyone, how they will manage their burnout, because this is a day-to-day affair for them. So how they will manage burnout, it has been narrated in this lecture. The last one is is avoiding burnout. It is again for the healthcare professionals, how you can avoid burnout. When you don't, of course in palliative care you have to show empathy to the patient. You have to be in the shoes of the patient and try to understand his problem. But at the same time, at the end of the day, you have to protect yourself as well. So how to avoid burnout, that has been taught in this lecture.
You said titles basically we are given for healthcare professional because this is the subject of palliative care medicine what we are talking about. But otherwise it's the same for all of us. You change the setting, it comes to the same thing. So it is as important as it is for the health professional, similarly to us also. And the last lessons, last but one again, volunteers, because they do a lot of work in palliative care, particularly in the community-based palliative care centers. They also need to address the issues of stress and burnout and self-care. Your self-management is the best management, and very simple things are there. 4 things I will tell you how to manage your self-care. Exercise regularly every day, half an hour, 1 hour. If you are spending so much of time to your work, why not to spend some time for your health exercises also. Smile, second thing, smile forever and remain happy. Third, meditate, learn meditation. And fourth, very important, creating resilience. Resilience means capacity to withstand or to recover quickly from difficulties. Difficulties will come and go. It's a life. Happiness is hardly 10% and 90% is unhappiness. Difficulties are there. So what do? Difficulties when come, you fight against it. And increase your resilience, increase your capacity to fight against it. If something really bad happens to you, again try and recover from it. So resilience will afford that particular quality to you. So this is all about self-care.
So, finally the
theme is burn the stress and burnout with self-care. That is what we spoke about.
Yeah.
You yourself be so strong that nothing can move you away from your chosen path.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.